So now we're moving along, and we're going to come to a further description of the deeper meaning and practice of meditation, to kind of revamp. We began simply with the practice of breath meditation. We were simply closing our eyes, sitting comfortably but straight, watching the movement of the breath, and seeing that the breath itself started to cause a manifestation of such acute bliss, persistence, and finally, absolute focused concentration. So we must understand there's a difference here from what we might commonly perceive as like the goal of meditation is the bliss and rapture. This is not the case. It's really the other way around. Because we're trying to become awake. Again, buddho, we should become awake. Whereas a rapture, blissful state, which is achieved by simply watching the breath, is only the first step. As the Buddha said, as the rishis of Hinduism have said, even in the early Bible, we should become aroused and focused. So this is why concentration comes toward the end. There's a story that actually in the Buddha canon, the Buddhist, great Buddhist masters have said that what happens in meditation and what you're trying to achieve is like building a bridge over a quickly running stream, where the way they do it is there is on one shore there's a column, on the other shore there's a column or a great support, and then right in the middle of the river is the strong column, and the span of the bridge is connecting all three. This is the way a bridge is built. So the Buddha said, and the great masters said, the three columns are virtue, discernment, and perception, and concentration. Virtue, we would think, would be the pinnacle of a successful meditation. To be virtuous, to be, so that's a state of equanimity. You are completely virtuous and calm. No. Virtue is the pillar that we begin on. So now we can see the effect of having not only internal virtues, but virtuous habits. Good diet, clean moral life, good association, just a clean environment, a clean bathed body. All these things are virtues. That's the beginning. Even on the other shore of this bridge of meditation we're trying to construct would be discernment and awareness. But actually in the middle of this rapid running river of the flow of life, concentration is the main pillar. Because even in the depths of the river, where it's running most violently, in the depths of life, the most violent aspects of life, it's concentration which gives us the ability to withstand it. So this is the simile that the Buddha gave. So we can see when we start to watch our breath, we're becoming calm, tranquil, serene, and then a rapturous, blissful state. Then from that, we get the ability to persist through this rapture and through this serenity to a refined state of concentration. And then we've discussed, we're putting the name of God, or especially the sacred syllable Om, the pranava, in unison with it. As we're becoming concentrated and focused, the name of God is starting to manifest the qualities of divinity which reside in us already. We're not calling on a God outside. We're just using that name which is invoking this already state which is asleep. Again, the purpose of meditation is to become awake. We can say we are divine, but if we're divine and asleep, we're asleep. So the idea is an illumined mind. Now, as we saw, the very culmination of the mantra meditation, coupled with breath meditation, we're becoming supremely reflective. Because this concentration is the pinnacle. Concentration on what? So now we're starting to move into what we might call self-inquiry. Reflection upon this nature. Why? It is said that by all, God is love. God is the nature of love. And if we're trying to assimilate and absorb that nature, we want to be beings that are supremely compassionate, as the Buddha said, supremely devoted to God. So we want to manifest ourselves as beings of love and devotion. So now, even though we've gotten to a state of meditation where we're very refined, very focused and concentrated on the name of God, and we're sitting perfectly still, even in a state of samadhi, these states evoke the power of reflection. We're reflecting on the nature, and we're starting to perceive this nature is a nature of compassion, love, pure, unselfish love that is loving us. This is the nature of ourself and relationship between us and God. God is embodiment of love and compassion, and we want to develop that and then become united with that. This is the purpose of everything, to develop devotion through knowledge. This is why Sri Ramana Maharshi said, when you achieve that enlightenment through the jnana approach, or the path of knowledge, you become the greatest devotee of God. So much so that he wept copiously at just the mention of saints. It's just spontaneous. So that state we'd hardly ever achieve, but to move toward that state is what our meditation is taking us toward. So, why even, or how could Om do that? So Sri Ramana Maharshi himself said this in his collected works. The purport of prescribing meditation on the pranava, or Om, is this. These are his words. This pranava is the Omkara, or the vehicle of God. It is also the Advaita mantra. It is that mantra which takes you to the awareness of non-duality. Ultimately, you see, we lose individuality. When focusing and reflecting on the nature of God as love and compassion, it overtakes us, we lose our individuality, we become one. This is the state of oneness. It's a progressive state. Finally, you start to become aware of it, and you start to reflect upon it, then it overtakes you. It's not just, I'm in the present moment. The present moment, frankly, is still stuck in time. Life, death, suffering, happiness. And so the Maharshi went on to say, this Om is the Advaita mantra, which is the essence of all mantras. In order to get at its true significance, one should meditate on it. The fruition of this process is samadhi, which yields release, which is the state of unsurpassable bliss. Very interesting. Sri Ramana Maharshi's words can be analyzed acutely to really understand what's going on. He said, the fruition is first samadhi, which is defined as complete mental absorption into one thought. Now, this one thought, and now has gone from the breath to the sound of the mantra. Again, like we said, the third thing, the actual feeling of the presence of God. We're now focused completely on God. Our mind is swimming in God consciousness. This is only the first step. The step is to eliminate this duality, that it is separate from us, is something we achieved, that it is not our constant state. We want to actually become that. So the first step, as the Maharshi said, the fruition of meditating on the pranava is samadhi. This yields release. We get this serenity, this state of equanimity, where no longer we're perturbed and disturbed by the world. Yes?
Swamiji, wouldn't it also be helpful to, as you go about the day, to sort of work on giving up the idea that you are the body, you know, and when you're in your worldly activities, just say, sort of, I'm not this body, I'm not the doer.
That's helpful if you find that, if you have the propensity to do that.